Good evening and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Grand Ledge graduating class of 2026. Here they are, our seniors. Let's give them a round of applause. At this time, I will ask everyone to rise along with our seniors as our madrigals will sing the national anthem. Thank you, madrigals. That was beautiful as always. You may take a seat. It almost seemed like this could have been an elaborate musical chairs game. I think everyone got a seat. That's good. All right. My name is Ken Wright, and I am the principal of Grand Ledge High School. Grand Ledge staff, students, friends, and family, we are all proud to celebrate this incredible group and each individual. Commencement is always one of my favorite events of the year. These seniors have spent years trying to get done with high school, and now I'm up here representing one of their last obstacles, and I have a microphone, which scares them quite a bit, as it should, as it should. I'm going to start this evening by recognizing some of our highest academic achievers for the class of 2026. I'll read the names of our top scholars and some of our students with the top GPAs. Students, as I call your name, please rise and then face the stands and remain standing, and we'll clap for you as a whole group once all of the names are read. Madison Ayton, Brandon Babcock, Tanvir Belasanti, Aaron Berm, Stella Dayrell, Zachary Ellsworth, Ethan Emerson, valedictorian Adelaide Fitton, Elsa Gomez, Rima Hafez, Belle Harper, Olivia Hanel, William Howe, Kamzi Iwajunwa, Lydia Jagger, Emerson John, Caden Kammer, Ella Long, Alex McKinnon, Noah McLaughlin, Lily Nichols, Morgan O'Mara, Logan Olivier, AJ Parsesian, Bella Perez, Claire Powers, Alexia Sells, Afan Sheikh, Salutatorian Kuljot Singh, Lillian Smith, Luke Smith, Koryanka Spear, Emerson Stoddard, Kaylin Tess, Haley Thomas, May Tran, Alyssa Twiddle, Brody Weiler, and Anya Zakshevsky. Big round of applause for the top academic students, the class of 2026. And you may be seated. The overall theme in my message tonight is about moments. It's about being intentional with the moments that we have in front of us. Now, our past moments are very important because we want to cherish those great moments, and we also want to learn from the moments that test us. We also need to set a series of actions in place for the moments that we hope to build in the future. But we want to make sure that we don't sacrifice our ability to be present and fully immerse ourselves in the positive and trying moments we have now. Enjoy them and/or learn from them as much as we can. Take this moment, for example. A commencement speech by a gray-haired high school principal. It could be very easy to drift off into some kind of daydream, inner thought process.
I'm here to represent everyone's collective inner thoughts right now. Some of you may be thinking, hey, this isn't my usual inner voice, but just try and go along with it anyway. We all know Dr. Wright is trying to convey some message to us right now, and knowing him, I'm sure he's trying to make some kind of dad joke connected to it. See, apparently he's making a joke about eating a sandwich. It's probably a metaphor for something, or maybe he just really likes sandwiches. Ultimately, our collective inner monologue wants to enjoy this evening. Think about the bright futures of all these grads, and maybe try to take away a bit of advice from our speakers tonight. In all likelihood, we're thinking about the plastic seats, when this will be over and we can take pictures and go home. Do I recognize that guy 2 rows ahead of me? It would be cool to swing from the rafters like Spider-Man. Now, that all of us are wondering when this principal guy is gonna stop talking, I figure we can quiet our inner monologue and tune back in for a bit.
And that is the most important thing that I could possibly tell you tonight. I hope you were able to soak up every word I just said and you weren't daydreaming or something like that. But I do want to give a shout out. One of our seniors, AJ Parsesian, agreed to partake in my commencement speech shenanigans, and he actually, I guess, played the role of thousands of people's consciousness, which I think the only other person who has done something like that would be Professor Xavier from the X-Men. So let's give a round of applause for AJ.
Thank you.
And I guess you're all going to have to wonder what the whole moral of the sandwich story was. I guess, we'll figure it out eventually someday. But of course, that was intended to show an example of not being in the moment, or drifting off, or daydreaming, which we all do, and possibly missing, what I described as good advice. Thinking of moments and writing a speech about moments, I always remember a quote from a 1980s movie. I know, surprise, surprise, a 1980s movie, but the movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And the movie quote goes like this: "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." So it's a great quote about enjoying and recognizing current moments around you. And of course, I love the movie because the high school principal in the movie is very clearly and universally accepted as the hero or the protagonist of the entire movie. Anybody who's ever seen the movie, you're like, yeah, the high school principal, he's the good guy that we want to see win. So anyway, yeah, Mr. Rooney, I'm living your life. I see you there. All right. But so all of our memories or our moments are important and can teach us lessons. We need to cherish those times, cherish moments we have with those who might not always be with us. We want to understand how we can persevere through moments of adversity, as we know more of those moments will come. So don't shy away from those moments. Recognize that they're there. So many things in life, often simple pleasures, can have an easy way of grabbing our attention and shifting it away from the moments that we should be capitalizing on, with the people that we should be spending them with. I don't want you to look back and wish you had focused on certain moments more than you did. I do that sometimes now, the regret of not capitalizing on certain moments or with certain people. I sometimes wish that I could turn back time to those previous moments and enjoy them, immerse myself in those moments more than I did at the time. Actually, if I could turn back time, that makes me think of a song, which is unfortunate for all of you, because like it or not, that usually means that I'm about to sing. Those of you who don't know me, am I a good singer? No. Does it stop me from singing? Also, no. So buckle up. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. All right, sorry, I got a little carried away. Speaking of moments, you all just experienced that moment, and that's probably one that you wish you could forget. Nevertheless, I am glad that I was able to share that serenade with you. Yeah, some of you got it. Okay, all right, that's good. So, earlier this year, in the fall, we had a senior meeting. We discussed various things: caps, gowns, upcoming events, and then, of course, how to treat the symptoms of the totally real and incurable disease known as senioritis. I know actually this year I think we had some advanced stage 7 cases of senioritis, so luckily, hopefully this summer will help cure some of those symptoms. Although I've been out of high school for 25 years and I'm still suffering from some of those lingering effects, so you might be in for a long haul. But also, during the meeting, I had students share information about moments that they remember throughout high school, as well as how to create moments they hope to experience in the future. Students shared so many positive and fun moments and recognized that joy, humor, laughter, connection can happen with so many more people than they typically spend time with. Finding ways to bring more people into their circle of acquaintances was beneficial. Moments spent with others were typically the more important and memorable moments that they recognized, these seniors did. So many seniors also shared various ways to shape their future moments into the types of moments that they want to create with others. So one insightful response from one of our seniors, a quote was, "I will allow all voices to be heard while giving all my effort and going the extra mile to innovate and improve, make as many memories as I can, and live in the moment." So of course that really captured what I was hoping our seniors would take away from my message. But another quote from a senior: "In the future, I want to create the kind of moments that people will look back on and smile." Great message from one of these seniors here. One more that I want to share with you here as well. "I want my future moments to be the reason someone remembers that they matter." That was awesome. Wow, coming from a senior, but actually there were a couple of different variations of that same concept. And that happens, making people feel as though they matter. It happens when you show that you are present in the moments that you are spending with them. You show that you cherish them and that you cherish their time. So I leave you with this final message. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing it. Enjoy your moments. Be present in your moments and with the people that you want to spend that time with. Tonight is a great moment. As you enjoy the moments this evening, don't forget about the moments that you have spent with your peers. Don't forget about the moments that you have spent with your family throughout your high school and early childhood years. Don't forget about the great moments that you've spent in various classes, kindergarten through now, with our great Grand Ledge staff. Don't forget about the learning, the lessons, and the fortitude that you've gained from the moments that have tested you throughout your school years. And of course, don't forget to take advantage of the various moments that are yet to come. So this life, and moments like this graduation, comes at you pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while and cherish it, you might miss it. Just a little variation on that Ferris Bueller quote. Grand Ledge High School seniors, graduating class of 2026, thank you and enjoy your moment. And now I would like to welcome back real singers, our Grand Ledge High School Madrigals, who will be singing Apple Tree.
Just like the moon is a stone, but it's a star when it's dark, and now she's hiding. Yeah, Thank you, Madrigals. Good evening, everyone. Faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Emerson John, and I've had the privilege of serving as your senior class president. High school is interesting because even though we all attended the same school and walked the same hallways, everyone experienced these 4 years differently. For some, high school was unforgettable. Some people found lifelong friends, some discovered goals that gave them direction, and others have been counting down the days until graduation since the beginning of freshman year. Most of us probably experienced a little bit of everything. And yet, somehow, all of our separate routines, friendships, successes, and failures combined into one shared experience. The pressure of exams, the exhaustion of early mornings, the panic of realizing an assignment was due sooner than we thought, and saying we would do this assignment later with a dangerous amount of confidence. We learned how to balance responsibilities, friendships, extracurriculars, jobs, and expectations, sometimes successfully and sometimes not. We learned how to adapt when things didn't go according to plan, and through these experiences, we began shaping the people we wanted to become. Not through huge, dramatic moments, but through figuring out what matters to us, through learning who we want around us, through realizing what we're good at and sometimes what we're not. John F. Kennedy famously said, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future." As we sit here tonight, I think that quote perfectly describes this moment. Over the past 4 years, we've grown up, faced challenges, learned lessons, and figured out more about who we are. We may not all know exactly where we're headed yet, but that doesn't mean we aren't moving forward. Graduation is not about having every detail of your future perfectly planned. It's about being willing to move forward into the next stage of life with discipline, determination, and the confidence to embrace change instead of fear it. So whether your next step is college, trade school, work, the military, or wherever life takes you, I hope you give yourself permission to grow without feeling like you need to have your entire life mapped out at 18. The future isn't something we already know, it's something we'll continue to discover as we move forward. To the class of 2026, thank you for making these years memorable, significant, and uniquely ours. It is now my pleasure to introduce one of our senior commencement speakers for this evening, Rima Hafez.
4 years ago, I didn't know if I would be alive to walk this stage. 4 years ago, my family stood by my hospital bed and prayed that I'd at least make it to the next day. And clearly, I did. Good evening to the faculty, families, guests, friends, and most importantly, students here tonight. My name is Rima Hafez. If you don't know me, maybe you remember the girl who was in a neck brace freshman year. On April 13th of 2022, I was in a car accident that almost took my life. I won't bore you with the details, but what's most relevant is that I was in a coma for a week, broke my neck, jaw, and femur, and had to relearn how to walk at the age of 13. This was the most valuable experience of my life. Not because of the sympathy I received or the amazing hospital food, but because it taught me you always have a choice. A choice to focus on everything going wrong or everything going right. To think you have to do something or you get to do it. A choice to give up when things get hard or to take just one step forward. And I chose to step forward. I lay in my hospital bed afraid that I would never walk again. I thought my body would fail me, and I thought I was far too behind everyone else my age to ever catch up. But still, with a walker in front of me and a gait belt around my waist, and my dad supporting me, holding me, I took one step forward every day. Once I recovered from that accident, I had a far bigger feat to conquer: high school. Entering Grand Ledge in 2022 was terrifying. Everything was foreign. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know who I was, what I wanted, or where I was going. And not just emotionally, I literally didn't know how to get to like any of my classes for 5 months. But still, I chose to step forward. Freshman year felt small. We had to take required classes. We weren't allowed to leave campus for lunch, or at least we weren't supposed to leave campus for lunch. And we actually had to be in class on time. Back then, I couldn't walk into my first hour 15 minutes late every single day. Mr. Hanji, if you're here, I'm really sorry about that this year. But over time, after countless lunches spent wandering the halls and mapping everything out, I found my way. I learned about the energy, the environment, and the people of our beautiful town. What once felt foreign became full of possibility. I had no idea what the next 4 years would hold. And now looking back, I couldn't be more grateful for how it all turned out. That is because of all of you sitting here tonight. Whether you realized it or not, or knew that you had an impact on me, you all turned what once felt like an unfamiliar space into something expansive, supportive, and meaningful. Lunch in the cafeteria became driving around with friends, getting Big B or Jersey, and then being late to our next hour because we didn't want the moment to end. Walking into rooms full of strangers turned into walking into rooms filled with friends. But none of that happened overnight. It was the small things: a smile in the hallway, a quick conversation before class, a compliment, or someone reaching out first. Those were the small steps that connected us and created our high school experience. We took the step of sitting next to someone we didn't know. We took the step of trying out for a team, auditioning for a musical, taking an AP class, or even asking someone out to prom. Sometimes those steps worked out exactly how we hoped. Sometimes they didn't. Sometimes we failed, got rejected, and felt really embarrassed afterwards. At least I know I definitely did. Many times. But every single one of those moments moved us forward. And every single one of those moments had an impact on the people around us. Every interaction I had with each of you, every compliment or conversation, meant more to me than you could ever know. You all are the reason I'll remember high school as an amazing 4 years filled with love and connection. And I'll remember our grade as one that kept taking steps even when the outcome wasn't guaranteed. Now we're standing at the edge of another great step. And none of us know exactly what comes next. But the biggest opportunities in life rarely come with certainty. They come disguised as unfamiliar situations and risks we're not sure we're ready to take. 4 years ago, taking a step, for me at least, meant learning how to walk again. Tonight, it means having the courage to move forward even when we cannot see the entire path ahead of us. So chase your dream. Identify your end goal and the small steps you'll take every day to achieve it. And while you're doing that, don't be afraid to connect. Be the person who reaches out first. Start a conversation, interact with others, and lean on them. Because the greatest opportunities in life may come from taking chances, but the most meaningful parts of life come from the people who we choose to spend it with. So class of 2026, when you're faced with something that scares you, when you're doubting yourself, or when failure feels inevitable, I hope you'll remember this. Every incredible chapter of our lives begins the exact same way, with a single step forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Rima. Please welcome our Grand Ledge High School Wind Symphony as they played the Ringmasters March. Please give a hand for the Wind Symphony. Thank you, Grand Ledge High School Wind Symphony. It is now my pleasure to introduce our next senior commencement speaker, Haley Thomas.
Good evening to my classmates, to their parents, and to the families that have traveled far and wide to be here today. Hi, my name is Haley Thomas, and I want to start off by saying that I am so proud of each and every one of you. For my friends and to those who don't know me, I am so proud to be looking onward to the class of 2026 today. You guys have done a huge accomplishment. You guys have had the strength to get up on some of your hardest days, completing those tedious projects time and time again, and for my own personal feat, surviving 4 corners. For me, as a freshman, those hallways were the hardest battle, because everyone was so much more confident walking through each crowded hall, and I felt so small, being pushed and stranded in a field of upperclassmen. I literally had to depend on holding on to my friends' backpacks, creating a chain of scared freshmen, clutching each other for support. Looking into the audience, I see some of those freshmen today, but no longer small or fearful, but as young adults who have conquered their own personal fears, we each had as freshmen, and I hope you still all have your freshman backpack holders to support you in these next steps. You all should be extremely proud of yourselves. No matter what your future path is, you are receiving something great today. This diploma is a true example of each of your capabilities, your grit to keep pushing through every 11:59 deadline we almost didn't make, as well as the lectures that had me believing an entire lifetime had passed in 62 minutes. Your pride should motivate you going forward, because it's not about how perfect you are, but in fact a celebration of what you can accomplish. And today, you should be as proud as they come, because all the choices you regretted and the mistakes we have all definitely made have led you here today. Now let's talk about choices. I know for a fact that we've all made extremely regrettable ones, like skipping that class or copying that assignment that we definitely should have done. Everybody's done it, but now the choices we make have real and quite scary consequences. We will no longer get a slap on the wrist for making the wrong choice or being late to class. And I think that is the one thing I must emphasize to you all now. High school was not just about the classes, but giving us, as teenagers, the ability to choose both the right and wrong choices in a safe environment, and through our own actions, learning the integrity and responsibility that comes with the right one. Picking the right thing to do is almost never easy, but I hope these past 4 years have taught you why it is so important to do so. Life isn't going to give us a simple rubric or grade us for what we have done right or wrong. But I believe that you have the ability to choose your destiny. And when times are the toughest, the lessons you have learned here will lead you to the right choices. And while we all go and live our own separate lives, know that I truly believe in each of you. That even if you make the wrong choices or do the wrong thing, you will have the courage to find your way to embark for the greatness waiting for you. It is in those right and wrong decisions that compose who you are. So make that bad decision. Go on that road trip, dye your hair, move hundreds of miles away so you can learn who you are for yourself. Who we are isn't only about the choices we've made though, but the people who aid us in them. It is in our communities that have helped us grow, so let us all give them a round of applause. A huge thank you to the teachers, especially those behind us that I've had, that have truly changed our lives in so many ways and sculpted us into adults ready to enter into another world without us even realizing it. And to our families, who have been truly with us through every step of this journey and have been willing to invest so much time into getting us here, no matter how many fights you've gotten into. Looking at all the people around us today puts into perspective how significant we really are. I encourage you graduates in this moment, truly look around and see how many people are here with you today, your classmates, your parents, and every person in this room, and soak in this moment. We are surrounded by thousands of people who are here to celebrate and support everything that you have done. Not in the last 4 years, but the remarkable adults you've become in the past 18, or 17 or 19, I don't know everyone's age. These individuals are all here for you, no matter what your future holds, which personally freaks me out and is probably terrifying to at least a couple of you guys in the audience. But the love I feel in this room right now is completely reassuring of how supported we really are. Take a deep breath and feel gratitude in this moment right now, because sometimes we never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Dr. Seuss. Each of you staring at me right now are silently telling me to wrap it up, so I will leave you with these last couple things. As you grow older, do not lose your sparkle. Do not forget what makes you who you are, and stay true to the 14-year-old that has been counting down to this exact moment for the past 4 years. Being yourself is, in my opinion, the most important thing you can do, because as one of my favorite artists has said, that there is no such thing as a life that's better than yours. J. Cole. Loving yourself isn't about basking in your excellence, but knowing you're worth something more, believing in you when nobody else will. Choosing to love yourself might be the most important choice we'll ever make. To my fellow graduates, you all are spectacular for overcoming whatever journey these past 4 years have led you on, because I know for me, it wasn't always easy. Hopefully, whatever it was has taught you the materials that will last a lifetime. Unlike certain classes for me, for example, I thought geometry. To me, it is in those classes that I thought were maybe useless and unnecessary that the lessons I learned were greater. Because when you aren't stressed about your test scores and obsessed with perfection, the education you get is to better you. Remember those classes you hated, because for me, the memories I made in them will last a lifetime, because I had to grow every single day to move past what I didn't like and slowly become better because of it. I know each of you feeling sad or excited to wrap up this chapter means you are ready for something greater. This day proves that you are finally capable of it. So go and learn however you want, in whatever way you can, to make each day better than the last. Thank you so much for listening, and to the adults for letting us learn our lessons. It is in this bittersweet moment that I will know that I will forever be proud to be a Comet. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Please welcome back our Greenledge High School Madrigals as they sing The Lonesome Road. Please give a hand for the Madrigals.
Back home.
Thank you, Madrigals. Dr. Wright, Superintendent Barnes, Grand Ledge High School staff, Grand Ledge Board of Education, family, and friends, on behalf of the Grand Ledge High School class of 2026, we are ready to receive our diplomas.
Adelaide Joy Fitton. Taylor Catherine Pung. Annika May Hernandez. Josephine Rose Lambrix. Ella Marie Long. Rebecca Marie Patrick. William Romulo Howe. Lucas Allen Hartman. Kelvin Taib Zhang. Alexis Marie Burt. Dayton Isaiah Javier Lockhart. Kingston Moi Chang Yang. Yusuf Hasuna. James O'Connor III. Amelia Grace Bryant. Emily Hope Berger. Avery Marin Daniels. Hannah May Fredericks. Isabella Raven Blixt. Eva Elizabeth Dinsmore. Aaliyah Ann Grace. Jaden Sean Littlejohn. Caden Conrad Piggott. Austin Ryan Jones. Braden Allen Long. Michael Christopher Engelbrecht. Ali Mohammed Nasir. Devin Isaiah Powell. Benjamin Roman Cornier. Caden Arthur Strickling. Xander Kaysen Bachtel. Caden Joseph Prince. Elsa Grace Gomez. Joshua Jacob Eldred. Peter Frederick Foster. Isabella Grace Harper. Journey Desiree Lovell. Hannah Marie Henrys. Haley Gael Thomas. Sydney Rose Manning. Julia Rena Chapman. Samantha Autumn Hewitt. Aaron Gregory Almy. Liliana April Ramirez. Alana Joe Heinze. Olivia Joy Hanel. Aviana May Skinner. Lydia Jane Jagger. Rima Hafez. Kamsi Mesoma Iwajunwa. Christine Lara Badola. Nora Marlo Giganti. Ada Joy Norick. Olivia Eleanor Dean. Samantha Paige Fent. Allison Joe Mead. Isabel Sophia Edgar. Katrin Dawn Sheehan. Elise Grace Selleck. Quinn Grace Kowalczyk. Marisa Shea Stover. Olivia Joyce Dawson. Emma Ichida. Sandra Verdejo Bueno. Ella D. Therese Bozo. Addison Elizabeth Baruda. Wyatt Willie Winter. Aiden Alexander Johnson. Caden Lee Morrison. Leah Isabella Opalewski. Israel Manuel Alexander Malone. Matthew Brandon Holland. Lily Ann Kleckner. Carson Elaine Davis. Mason Taylor Morgan. Ryan Michelle Rebick. Elena Danette Acosta Mesa. Lola Marissa McNamara. Zayla DeRay Goodrich. Audrey Ann Jestela. Elijah Robert Gross. Casey Dean Cullimore. Elian Gonzalez Rivera. Davion Danique Patrick Lee. Lawson Matthew Zwiering. Cooper Joseph Clark. Tucker Grant Harkins. Brandon Avila Gonzalez. Daniel James Nancy Jr. Christian Andrew Spadowski Freeman. Quayshawn DeVell Brown. Mason Alexander McKenzie. Aiden Jack Lieb. Xander Dean Lieb. Griffin Randall Hamilton. Austin David Brown. Logan Thomas Olivier. Clara Jean Curran. Caden David Taylor. Braden Daniel James. Benjamin William Wanglin. Connor John Blasi. Miles Carl Buttle. Apollo Alexander DeMull. Brody Russell Devereaux. Max Benjamin Devereaux. Abram Kelly Alter. Cooper Andrew McMillan. Xavier Trayvon Mathis. Randall Connor Huntley Stewart. Tobias Jared Smith. Jacob Isaac Cifuentes. Emilio Lee Wesley. Ashlyn Nicole Graves. Kenneth Gregory Tom. Kyle Michael C. Yankee. Caleb Robert Aldrich. Carson Russell Marlin. Parker Lewis Myers. Mason Andrew Myers. Cecilia Ray Mance. Taylor Lee Pung. Mia Marie Michael. Cooper Dallin Parks. Austin James Miller. Jace Paul Conati. Brady Thomas Williams. Nicholas Thomas Terranova. Brant Travers Underhill. Andrew James Jenkins. Drew Edward Birchmeyer. Ian Lee Dieters. Brett Clifford Baker. Alexander Michael Thomas Honig. Alex James McKinnon. Jaden Robert Spalsbury. Cody Clifford Nelson. Nolan Ryan Welch. Afan Mohammed Sheikh. Emerson Greer Stoddard. Camden Lee Schultz. Jack Charles Driver. Jacob Niall Whistler. Jackson Brannon Schultry. Noah Bradley McLaughlin. Gavin Paul Hayes. Brody Lee Weiler. Caden Anthony Kammer. Bryce Michael Wirtz. Ethan Joseph Perry. Ty Douglas Phillips. Gage Matthew Ritchie. Declan Robert Brian Core. Mackenzie Charisse Browning. Lance Lee Meisner. Addison Jade Ladd. Madeline May Cone. Madeline Kate Blackburn. Bailey Marie Bartlett. Ava Marie Barber. Haley Jean Ellis. Catherine Elizabeth Blue. Oda Offsty. Cameron Sky Ghana Yang. Lauren Mary Elizabeth Knackfor. Kairu Kashua Lee. Kyra Kashua Lee. Anna Dua Lee Mua. Samantha Va De Zhang. Mark Juan Sanchez. Michael Lynn Oakes II. Patrick Gregory Merrifield. Killian Jude Cunningham. Keegan Bailey Katie. Julian Daniel Lamb. Ashley Ray Pruden. Owen Francis Rotier. Benjamin David Rotier. Austin Bradley Salto. Brody Allen Breedrick. Lillian K. Johnson Elder. Christopher Allen Foster. Zephin Stivenberg Chance. Alexander James Inman. Landon Talon Gervin. Eben Saeed Abdo. Logan Brock Tollison. Gideon Charles Slocum. Mark Michael Andrawas. Zachary Leonard Ellsworth. Logan Alexander Mick. Emery Augustine Reck. Jose de Jesus Resendez Rios. Sophie Elizabeth Rush. April Busio. Brody Michael Ruvalo. Lavelle Marquis Jones. Gurkira Singh. Ho-Chun Deng. Yogesh Irvin Thomas Sheba. Tanvir Belusanti. Brady Adam Robach. Brandon Nicholas Babcock. Christian Edmund Helzer. Joshua James Kraus. Tanner Michael Kessler. Mason Daniel Mead. Madison Paige Wethy. Madison Ruth Ayton.
Ashley Jade Hatfield. Michaela Madison Hatley. Mariah Hope Henson. Audria Ann Huffnagel. Hunter Marie Thomas. Zoe Kendall Call. Haley Patricia Kuntz. Ashlyn Brielle G. Piper Lee Devereaux. Lucas Norman Roy. Paisley Lynn Neff. William Michael Barger. Ashley Marie Witten. Isabella Rose Dievenbaugh. Aiden Daniel Fernandez. Cadence Marie DeFonso. Isabella Brianna Leyva. Lillian Paige DeFader. Isaac Abram Bieshke. Lavarius Elmer Bird. Aaron Jacob Belknap. T. Moe. Cadence Merrill. Isaiah Malachi Trevino. Isaac Rick Robert Violante. Caden Thomas Redman. Lorenzo Kenneth Giganti. Ethan Andrew Smith. Connor Stephen Sodden. Owen Thomas Sodden. Harley Hunter Hayes. Diego Daniel Fletcher. Gabriel Meade Pearson. Liliana Nevea Cardwell. Michaela Marie Kobus. Nevea Martha Denise Enteman. Joseph Rylan Coscarelli. Stella Caress Dayrell. Madison Janelle Rosenberg. Ashton Nicole Murray Hoffman. Sophia Lynn Vincent. Jillian Myrtle Myers. Talia Franklin May Lynn Okert. Violet Penelope Nolan. Madeline James Hickson. Blaine William Cooley. Iris Medeiros Moon. Lily Medeiros Moon. Leon Parker. Jaden Jace Johnson. Eliana Joy Schwartz. Willow Jean Devereaux. Maya Elizabeth Cool. Emily Mia Rodriguez. Sabrina Renee Harvey Kronk. Jocelyn Marie Brunsting. Olivia Jean James. Gabriella Jordan Murphy. Jasmine Sophia Powell. Luciana Rosalia Adami. Aubrey Catherine Canfield. Leah Anne-Marie Dinspear. Lillian Pauline Smith. Isabella Eloise Perez. Cadence Elizabeth Balmer. Trisha Marie Sonnenberg. Jacob Ray Fisher. Fern Juliana Sigarani. Elizabeth Josephine Chester. Riley Janice Sullivan. Alexia Catherine Sells. Eliana Maria Solarzano. Morgan Ashley Combs. Erin Janine McGinnis. Nicholas Eric Carlson. Caden James Schultz. Janelle Eric Mose Jr. Jordan Taylor Losh. Adriana Lene Callan. Savannah Cho Proxeavong. Alyssa Marie Tweedle. Amelia Grace Cornell. Ara John Parsesian. Bailey Marie Benjamin. Jensen Grace Price. Lillian Irene Robertson. Garrett Ronald Scott McKenzie. Madison Nicole Woolshide. Siana Elena Benavides. Carly Ray Plone. Kathleen Rose Hallowell. Charlotte Patricia Shop. Kaya Olivia Rochelle. Joy Ann Shakespeare. Kaylee Ann Nelson. Mei Hua Tran. Joshua David Meister. Caden Thomas Harrison. Madeline Rita Bierstedt. Kayla Ann Lindsay. Faith Marie Cottrell. Monsi Multani. Jack James Waybright. Aaron Joseph Berm. Anya Michelle Zakshevsky. Ethan Michael Emerson. Ricardo Juarez III. Kuljot Singh. Donovan Gabriel Zweimer. Matthew Adam Ranieri Morris. Donovan Frank Musoff. Noah Michael Mobley. Abigail Ann Schneider. Lily Sue Nichols. Clarice Kathleen Powers. Samantha Zyler Powers. Emerson Eileen John. Elliot Lee Mullet. Kaylin Emerson Tess. Hannah Marie Hall. Genevieve Catherine Ketela. Morgan Ella O'Meara. Abigail Jean Fierro. Jade Clarice Queen. Gabrielle Sue Joseph. Alea Sky Travis. Ava Elaine Jackson. Neve Marie Tyson. Elise Anuette Sanders. Sofia Elena Rivera Garza. Jasmine Janaya Lewis. India Zahara Fitzpatrick. Trinity Paige Brown. Tamia Emma Jeter. Jocelyn Marie Armstrong. Jasleen Ileana Cerna. Alicia Nicole Marie Bonilla. Stella Jo Kerrigan. Nevea Marie Johnson. Isabella Hope Shibley. Geraldino Danielle McNeely. Riley Elise Caraballo Bioquinto. I need a Irish Rain Down. Henry Douglas Schmidt. Alden Bradford White. Cassidy Ray Cipher. Max Ryan Berry. Eli Ryan Zakshevsky. Owen Eugene Block. Colin Patrick Flynn. Easton Leo Reiber. Daniel Hansel. Laney James Leroy. Alexis May Raska. Braden Michael Fisher. Everett Irvin Archer Stevens. Hunter Patrick Burmeister. Oliver David Porter. Nathan Herbert Pollard. Logan Scott Grant. Evan James Thornton. Caleb Aubrey Merrill. Caitlin Marie McKelvey. Logan James Stanley. Magdalena Ruby Josephine Mapes. Kaylin Marie Stricker Batson. Koryanka Holly Spear. Isaac Nicholas Dorland. Anna Lynn Marie Quick. Silas Dean Taylor. Oliver Hudson Schweitzer McDonald. Audrey Catherine Sefton. Zachary Ryan Marinac. Luke Evan Smith. William Robert Sanford. Brendan Rainier Van Walsum. Rowan Meredith Terrian. Jocelyn K. Charbonneau. Jaslyn Ann Marie Reiner Cowgill. Michael Allen Wheeler. James Luke Vericki. Evan Levon Yaney. Colin Miles Gebhard. Jack R.B. Williams. Abigail May Cummins. Nathan James Mund. Liliana Elizabeth Kozinski. Roman Gabriel Howard. Corinne Amira Taylor. Bryn Colleen Pratt. Max Fisher Nyquist. Asher Lauren James McFadden. Annalicia Josephine Warner. Emily K. Brown. Amira Selena Dogma Fields. Gabriella Adriana Cruz. J. Tyree Boulier. Kyla Emma Stiles. Anastasia Susan Marie Lagarde. Trinity Nia Ross Evans. Elijah Raymond McMichael. Kingston Joseph Grace. Peyton Riley Hosey. Nathan Daniel Ayatt. Carrie Nicole Jackson. Kellen Riley Gar Lawless. Timothy Nicholas Knitzer. Josette Marie Hampton. Caden Michael Loza. Isaiah Benjamin Slocum. Neva Melissa Costello. Rex Van Dyne. Damian James Busonic. Myra Jane Hassey. Braden Eric Thorne. Shelby May Mercer. Addison Marie Sklapsky. Sharon Osahani Odiaise. Naraya Star Clark. Osiris Marie Canalopoulos. Mia Marjorie Tirado. Jasmine Lily Tijerina.
Finally, I got a system where I take it down slide, take it down slide. I may have. Have you seen them already?
I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. You'd stay if I could reach the stars. I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walk out that door, I swore that I didn't care. But I lost everything, darling, there and there. Too strong to tell you I was sorry. Too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind. And darling, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, oh, baby. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but oh, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that hurt you. If I could reach the stars, I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way,
All right. Good evening, seniors, and good evening to all of our Comet families, friends, and staff. We're going to give our staff a few minutes to make their way over here so they can form our tunnel for when we're finished tonight. But as they do that, my name is Bill Barnes, and I'm the superintendent here at Grand Ledge Public Schools. I'm very happy to be speaking with you here tonight, as graduation is a culmination of all the work, the learning, and the growth that takes place in our school district. And at the end of the day, it's why we all do what we do as educators. To begin, I want to celebrate our student speakers. It's not easy standing up in front of a large crowd of your friends, classmates, educators, and families, but all of you were incredible. And in addition, our student musicians has always sounded great. So thank you for your performances this evening as well. Let's give our speakers and our musicians a huge round of applause. So I spent a large portion of my educational career as a high school principal, and I was always a little jealous of the superintendent because the principal, the office team, the high school staff spend months and months preparing for graduation, and the superintendent gets to show up at the end, say a few words, including the part that says you've now graduated, and then leave while the team has to organize all of the next steps. So with that in mind, I want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Wright, Mrs. Vandenbosch, and the entire high school team for everything they've done to put together tonight's program, and even more importantly, everything they've done to ensure all of you seniors were able to walk across the stage tonight. Let's give them a huge round of applause to show our appreciation. Now, speaking of staff, we have over 700 employees here at Grand Ledge Public Schools. And seniors, throughout your time here, they've all played a role in helping you get to where you are today. Whether it was as your teacher, helping you when you needed it, feeding you lunch, getting you to school safely, or keeping our buildings clean and maintained, the GLPS team has played a huge role in your success. And you can see many of them standing over there. We have many sitting back here tonight, many more that are in the audience. We had many come up and hand diplomas this evening. So this truly is a school community. And it's incredible to see all of our staff here tonight in their regalia. And it's incredible to see the commitment that our school community has to our students' education and to helping you get to where you are here this evening. So let's give the high school staff and all the staff members across the district who helped shape your journey a huge round of applause. Finally, you would not be down there on the floor of the Breslin Center tonight with all of the people sitting up there in the stands. Your family, your friends, your support networks have been with you through it all and continue to be here with you tonight. So seniors, let's be sure to thank all of your folks and friends and families with a round of applause. So as many of you know, I myself am a proud graduate of Grand Ledge High School. So 26 years ago, I was sitting down there with the class of 2000, waiting for my superintendent to give the final word that I was graduating. In fact, some of my friends from the class of 2000 that sat down there with me are your parents, sitting up in the stands tonight, which makes me feel quite old, and I'm sure them as well. But I am proud to be able to carry on this tradition. At that moment, I never thought that I would be here tonight, not only congratulating you on your accomplishments, but welcome you into the club of Grand Ledge alumni. However, my education here at Grand Ledge High School laid the foundation for me to be able to go out in the world, learn, grow, and then come back to proudly serve the Grand Ledge community. And I have no doubt that yours will give you the skills that you need to find success in your next phase of life and your future career as well. You've learned a lot here in your time at Grand Ledge. You've navigated some challenges and hopefully had a little fun too. So throughout our history, Comets have gone on to do amazing things. And when you leave here tonight, you'll have the opportunity to do so as well. You received an outstanding education, one that will allow you to follow your own path and make the world a better place. So my advice to you is simple. First, work hard, because success is always earned and never given. And second, treat everyone with kindness and respect, even when it's hard. If everyone did those two things every day, a lot of the problems in the world would be solved, so I challenge you to do both. So we've now reached the time of night that everybody's waiting for, and as has become a bit of tradition since I've been superintendent, I dug up a piece of history for the occasion with this vintage class of 2000 hat and tassel to demonstrate the next step in the ceremony. So when I give you the signal, not yet, you're going to take your tassel, you're going to turn it from the right side of your hat to the left. Once you've turned your tassel, I will say congratulations. You can throw your hat in the air and the celebration begins. So once you've thrown your hat and found it again, we ask that you please come forward towards the stage, turn right, and walk through the tunnel of teachers so that they can congratulate you one more time this evening. Family and friends, we ask that you meet your graduates outside once they've made their way back through the tunnel. But before we can do any of that, I have a few very important words that I have to say. I'm always proud to be a Comet, but tonight this part makes me particularly proud. Comets, on behalf of the Grand Ledge Public Schools Board of Education, I am honored to confer the diplomas for the class of 2026 and officially pronounce you graduates of Grand Ledge High School and fellow alumni. Seniors, at this time, please turn your tassels from the right to the left. You are now Grand Ledge High School graduates. Congratulations!